Welcome back to a fresh, new, shiny season. Some things change. Some things don't. We are favourites to get relegated. I've got to show... Hang on. I don't know how I'm going to do this because I've got to show you some screenshots that happened. Hang on. I'm doing in my brain, I'm doing the sort of edit thing here. I'm going to show you a couple of screenshots. You know what happened last season? With the promises, chatting to the squad. Hey, guys, let's see if we're going to not get relegated next season, and everybody's kicking off saying we don't stand a chance, we're all doomed, everybody's going to die, we're all going to get relegated, and all that sort of stuff, which is annoying, considering how well we did last season. And then some, come back from pre-season, and you do the thing again, and I had three options. Bearing in mind, I was trying to say, fight bravely against relegation or not get swept up in a relegation battle. So I got these three options, which I'll put somewhere on the screen. Okay. One option is to say, I had a chance to think it over the last few weeks, and I think I wasn't being ambitious enough. We should challenge for the title, win the title, or Champions League spots. So my players that have said that we don't stand any chance of staying up, I have to tell them now that we are going to get Champions League football at a minimum, because it's the only option I have for some reason, to which I clicked it, the Champions League one, because, I'm not going to say win the title, and every fucker and their mum was delighted about it. This should be a good season for us. We can definitely achieve your targets if we show the right focus. Weeks after I just told them we should maybe stay up, and they kicked out. So random game things. But transfers, let's go through. I've done some transfers. I've spent some money. I think we're doing bits. Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome back to Football Manager. Welcome back to the Premier League. So I decided to loan out Cookies, one of our right wingers, probably sort of just a little bit behind the other guy. And so we loaned him out because we've got another player in, so he gets first-team football, guaranteed first-team football at Cardiff. Tavares went out on a free, we knew about that. Jordan Brown went to Nice for 4 million. I'm quite happy with that. He's a solid player, but he's 29. I kind of just bought him in as a bit part. He did his job. We made a tidy little £2 million profit, paid for his wages-ish. And then, this is probably the biggest mistake so far of the save. He's not a bad player at all, and I probably could get him as fourth choice striker, but we bought him for 5 million. I bought him mainly because he came through the Dortmund Academy, and I got excited because we were a small team at that point. We just got into the Premier League. Loaned him out a couple of times, then sold him for 2 million. So let's just never speak of him again. That's fine. And then Firmino went out £5 million, that right back option, good youngster, but he's never going to make it for us. So it was okay, cool, he's out on loan, and a few freebies. It might look like I've made no transfers, but the game is stupid nowadays and decides to add them to last season. So, first off, we got Matthias Eriksson, because I love a Danish pastry. 5 million quid, going up to 10. Here's our new young superstar wonder kid goalkeeper. He's very, very good. Very excited to see him. Only 19. It's just become a thing now that I actually look for Danish players. I'm just going to have a contingent. I think I've got 4 or 5 Danish players now. It's just, we're a bit pastry. And then we have Paul Mboyo from Manchester City, 16 million. Steal. He was valued at 20, and it wasn't transfer listed, but the scout suggested that I could get him for 16, 20. And I'm like, okay. And then I looked at him, and he's English, because we're lacking a few English players, and he is fucking beastly. He can play up top if we need him. He can play as the deep line playmaker if we need him. We can play him as the right winger if we need him. This guy's an absolute monster. So thank you, Man City, for not giving your youth players any game time. I appreciate that. So Mboyo is in, and we have 2 more transfers on the way. One has... This is our record spend. I've got money coming at me arse at this point. So I was like, okay, Mohamed Thioni from them, Monty, 25 million. Lots of money. He's only 17, but he's fucking beastly. I just went, that was my first fuck it transfer. Most of them are trying to search for value and get players that I know I can maybe sell on for a profit. This guy, I'm like, I just want him. I'm going to buy him. I'm having him. Thank you very much. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Nom, nom, nom. And he's joining us for some reason at the end of January. So technically we don't have a left back until January, so we might need to loan somebody in. And then finally, Jason Leacock from £12 million, another young English player. Another player that can play right wing, all right, central midfield, striker, number 10, not as a DM or a left back. Let's not go crazy. But yeah, two young English players that are kind of never really made it at their parent clubs. So with Tottenham and Man City, we're just like, gobble, gobble, gobble. We'll have them. So overall, I am delighted. If we look at our finances, 169 million in the bank. Still got 50. I had 80 million transfer budget. Still got 50 million left. I've got 600 grand in wages. I got a message from Loki, come here. I got a message from the board. You're not the board. I was saying. I got a message from the board and stuff saying that they tried to get an expansion to the stadium, but the council won't allow it. So it looks like that is the maximum it could be. Loki, enough! Sorry, Loki was barking at the postman. Yeah, so I don't think we can expand the stadium anymore, so we're just going to keep asking for a new stadium whenever we can. Right, okay, so we have a team. Eventually, we do need a left back. I'll just get in a sort of makeshift left back. We are playing in the Europa Conference League qualifying round. Like, no offense to these teams, but I feel like we should kind of beat these guys, whoever we're playing against, right? What's their key player? Decent. Physicals are a little bit low, but not a bad player. But we should beat these boys. Okay, let's go play a game. We've got to pick a team. Playing Stoke, back in the Premier League. They've been promoted, relegated. Took a few years to get back in, relegated, but they're promoted back away. So this Stoke are on the up. Brendan Rodgers. All right, so Essendon, who we've had to stave off interest from a bunch of clubs. Liu decided to stay with us because he had a £30 million bid accepted because it was his release clause, but I signed him a new contract and he wants to stay, which is absolutely massive because he is so important to this team. Right, Trotter and Liu can go there. Daddy can go on the bench. And then we're going to have Jakobsen on the right-hand side. Einek on the left. And then STRIX. You can play left back if shit hits the fan. Okay. Yeah, so we've got 4 Danes in our team, 4 Germans, 3 English. We got a few other British players, so it counts. And then we want to go midfield partnership. We've got lots of new options here, but let's initially just not jump in 2 foot and just go, okay, let's blend them into the squad nicely. Did look at left wingers because Hunter Marshall, Norbert and Hunter Marshall had massively injury hit seasons. I looked, but there was nothing that was going to propel to the next level, sort of thing. And then Mboyo, who I'm going to try on the right hand side. He's learning the position. He'll be fine. It's orange, it's fine. And then obviously Deeks, who was the European top goal scorer last season. Ballon d'Or. Should get the Ballon d'Or. Right. And then we'll have Leclerc on the bench. And Bliss. And Rudolph. There. Lovely. Lovely. There's only one change from the starting lineup that ended last season, but we got new guys in, new guys coming in. I think, how important is Europe this season? Oh, by the way, the board still want me to survive against relegation. They've ignored the whole Champions League shit. How important. I don't think it's a good experience. Okay, I guess it's the chance of a trophy. The level of teams that are in there, we're going to be one of the better teams, I feel like. But I would also like to give the young goalkeeper a bit of time. And do we give him some Champions League game, or do we just play him in the League Cup, FA Cup? Go on, there it is. Deeks with an assist, Mace with the goal. It's like they've never been away. I think I might focus on the league and Europe because it's our first time there, and it's good for even though it's a crap Europe, it's it's still reputation and there's still good money to be made for a club like ours. So I think we go for that. FA Cup, League Cup, we kind of play the B team a bit. We still try and win, but we don't throw the games. But I think because there's going to be a lot of games this season if we make it into the group stage. So yeah, I think we need to prioritise, play some of the youngsters in the League Cup and FA Cup, especially the League Cup. Try and get rid of that as soon as possible. We don't have the biggest squad in the world. Come on, boys. We're playing a newly promoted team. The Yo-Yo Club. Stoke finally looks like they're making their way. That's a lovely move. He hits it wide. I'm recording this on what day is it today? Wednesday morning. So just after I'm the morning after Liverpool beating Porto 5-1. But more importantly, well, Man City losing, that's funny. But more importantly, Sheriff. Oh, referee! Never touched him with his 2-foot lunge, but he's definitely a red card. More importantly, Sheriff beat Real Madrid. Sheriff. From Moldova, I think. Sheriff. With the badge. The Sheriff badge is their badge. Them. Not only that, the winner was a wonder goal in the 89th minute by one of the Thill brothers. Do you remember the Thill brothers? There was 3 of them. Was it Shit Thill, Good Thill, and Young Thill? I don't know which one of them scored in real life against Real Madrid, so let me know. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. Amazing. That's why when teams often say Champions League is too big, oh, what a finish. Champions League is too big, or too many teams, or the World Cup, there's too many teams because there's so many teams in the World Cup that aren't very good and stuff like that. Well, yes, of course, they're not going to win the World Cup and stuff. But if you have these little teams in, occasionally you get ridiculously amazing upsets like that. And that's amazing. That's why I love football. It's one of the best things about football, that anyone can beat anyone. Well done, Sheriff. Here's a question. Do I have any subscribers or viewers that are from Moldova? I'm hoping that's where they're from. Or are Sheriff fans? Let me know in the comments. How was the morning after that night? Right. Thanks it was a pretty close game, and it's been a pretty dull game. But their sending off just kind of finished it as a spectacle. Boy, oh, no. I let go of the mouse button. Rudolph. Right. Let's just get rid of anybody that's a bit knackered. Nice confident performance. Don't need to go crazy because we're about to have so many games that we need to just manage it a little bit better. Lots of little training breaks every month. I'm going to try and have 3-4 days off training. Keep this small squad as fit as possible. Like we talked about last season, though, now I can... Go on. Get in there. Now I can make substitutions and rest players and not have a massive drop in skill level. Like, the backups are good. That's the main thing, so we should be fine. I mean, Liverpool, top of the league, that's what we do. Klopp has retired, by the way. I guess when Pep got sacked... Is it Pep? And then immediately retired. Klopp has now retired from Liverpool after finishing second in the league. He won the league 4 times, won 26 trophies, I think, or something. Including a few Champions Leagues. Yeah, I'll take it. Easy, boys. That is as boring. It's not the most exciting. It's a bit boring, but comfortable win. Look at the stadium. Look at the stadium. The corners. Right. So, transfers are pretty much done. Crocs is going out on loan. He's another good... See, Crocs is another one that came through the youth ranks and is another right winger. Which is not great. But he's going out on loan. Yeah, so I don't need to do any more big signings. I'm not going to, unless I find somebody random. But we do need to sign a left back on loan because our only backup is Scourge, who's not only not left-footed, he's also not a left back or has any ability to play as a fullback. But he's offered his services, so that's nice of him. Right, where do you think we're going to come this season? Well, if the predictions are anything to go by. Oh, we've gone to... Wow, we've just lost 1,000! I'm pretty sure at the beginning of this video, we were 1,000 to 1 to win the league. We've smashed Stoke, who were 500 to 1 away, and now we're 2,000 to 1. That seems a little bit unfair. Right, there we go, my friends. We are done for the day. Thank you very much for the support, as always. Thank you very much for watching. I'll do a Patreon update soon. I keep meaning to do one. I love you all very much. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.